I have quite a good amount of herbs in my home because I sell them on the Well and Spindle. I make things out of them, and I use them for my own personal practice. So I figured that I would start making videos again. I think I made a couple of them for the Well and Spindle. I'm going to be making these for the Well and Spindle and Mina's Apothecary, even though I won't be selling many herbs at the in Mina's Apothecary, and not all these herbs will be available at the Well and Spindle. I figured these videos will work good for both YouTube channels, since I kind of want to incorporate more HooDoo into Mina's Apothecary. It's funny because when I first opened it, I was like, it's going to be no spiritual things. No, I'm done with that. Not done with it, like, because I had the Well and Spindle. It was totally spiritual, and I wanted a different story that was just fun, but I can't escape it. it's too much a part of my life. So there's like one hair bugging me. So this video is on cloves. So let's see. I have some here, and I'll take some out because it's easier to see without the shine of the glass bottle. Let's see how well you can see. It's hard to get the right angle. Can you see them? Here's one. I'm gonna get it. Merp. I know my camera is not very clear, but for most people, if you've ever cooked with cloves, you usually use a powdered form. So a lot of people don't know what it looks like when it's like this, unless you've made like those God, I forgot what they're called. When you take the oranges and you stick the cloves in there, and then you let it dry out and you use it for like Christmas and whatnot. I don't remember what they're called. I should really research things, the names of things before I get on here, because I'm a visual person. I think in images. I don't really think in like words and stuff usually, so it's hard for me to translate my thoughts. I'm actually burning some clove right now, so you can see how they turn white but like still retain their shape. And yes, don't look at my dirty cauldron. I was burning some self-lighting incense earlier, which it's nice. It's not the same as like my Nag Champa sticks or anything, but it kind of makes a mess in the cauldron. And then so usually if I use that, I'll only stick to that for a while, unless I'm doing like spiritual working, which I'm not right now. I just really like the scent of the cloves. So before I do another spiritual working, I'll clean out the whole thing and I'll oil it and let it dry and wipe it out, and then fill it with salt again before I use it. But yeah, so that's, now that you know what it looks like. I was considering doing the medicinal and magical properties of these herbs, but I don't want to make really long videos. If you want to know the medicinal properties, ask me, and I can do another video specifically for you. I go off of Margaret Greaves' books, and I suggest that you get them if you're interested in the medicinal uses of herbs. She goes into some of the spiritual uses as well as the history of the herbs, so they're pretty fantastic books to get. There's 2 volumes that I know of, that I have at least, Volume 1 and Volume 2, and she goes through them alphabetically. Not like super entertaining reading, but if you want to know something, it's pretty much there. I think you can also find all the same information, botanical.com or something, I think. I think they quote her, or like basically use her information for online for free. So some of the uses of herbs are of these cloves. I mean, it depends on who you ask. There's different, even in HooDoo, some people will say different things. And some people who do practice HooDoo are also more influenced by Wicca, or more influenced by family traditions, or things like that. And HooDoo is really growing. So like, I'm in California, and when I think of HooDoo, I think of like the South. I think of Georgia and Louisiana and things like that. But it's all over the place now. I'm finding people like Antarctica. No, not really, but like it's all over. It's growing all over the place. Like, it's not just a family tradition now. It's not something that people practice in their communities or anything anymore. People can find the information online and buy books. So it really depends on who you ask. But for me, it's good for like stopping slander. You can use cloves because I feel like it's their shape and everything is like a spike. I feel personally like you can send it back to people, like stopping things. It's also good for money drawing. I feel like most herbs are good for money drawing. It seems like it's either love or prosperity for some reason. And then I know in HooDoo they say that, or according to some sources, that it's good for room renting and friendship, which is kind of cool. There's different things. Like, I know I've heard of one spell where you like shove the cloves inside a red candle and burn it, and it's supposed to stop slander. And I think it says as the candle burns and drops a little, or is it like either, well, it's not actually going to drop the cloves because it's going to be hot wax. It's probably going to pull it with it. Like, it's a little spike sending things back to those people that are slandering your name. But there's tons of different spells you can use. I know you could probably find some HooDoo spells online, or use cloves. The HooDoo view of cloves and spells of your own that you can make up. It depends on how traditional you want to be. Some people, I know there's a lot of issue with people using blending things, different paths, and a lot of people are getting upset about that. I'm a Norse influenced animist who practices HooDoo, so I'm not exactly, can't really say much, but I don't go into a ritual. I don't actually really do full rituals. I don't call quarters or cast a circle or anything. So I'm basically just an animist who does hoodoo and sees the Norse gods as her ancestors. But besides the point, I'm supposed to be talking about cloves. So I hope you found that informational or educational or something. And if you have any more questions, I'll be really happy to do another video. I don't mind. I'm trying to actually look for things to do videos on, because Mina's Apothecary, the Well and Spindle is easy. There's tons of things I can talk about. It's just getting the motivation to make them. But Mina's Apothecary, I was trying originally just to do steampunk, fantasy, and goth things, but there's not a whole bunch of that stuff going on in my life, because I'm usually home, so it's just stuff that I make. There's not a lot of events or anything that I've been to recently due to finances, but as soon as I do anything, I will post videos. So yeah, thank you for watching, and